All right, guys, first of all, what is hydroxyapatite? Well, it's a natural mineral made of calcium and phosphate, and recently they've been putting it in our toothpaste. But is it safe? How does it work? And will it protect our teeth against cavities? Let's talk about it. Okay, so first things first, is it safe?
Is it safe?
Or is it gonna kill you?
I'm gonna kill you!
So first of all, the enamel on our teeth is made up of 89% hydroxyapatite. In other words, hydroxyapatite is a biocompatible biomimetic substance, so our teeth recognize it, our body recognizes it. Now, there has been some concern arising about the particle size. See, there's microhydroxyapatite and then there's nanohydroxyapatite. In order for it to work, we need to use the nano-sized particles, but we often hear that nano is bad, which is true when it comes to things like plastics and metals. But remember, hydroxyapatite is a natural substance in our bodies already. So bottom line, there are no conclusive studies that show that hydroxyapatite is harmful as a toothpaste. In fact, recently, the European Commission, which previously banned all nanohydroxyapatite products, has concluded that rod-shaped nanohydroxyapatite particles are safe to use at a concentration of up to 10%. So I'm comfortable using it, and I'm even comfortable giving it to my toddler, and he loves it and no cavities. Now, how does hydroxyapatite work for our teeth? Well, our teeth actually absorb the nanohydroxyapatite from the toothpaste and get remineralized from the inside out. This remineralization process with the help of hydroxyapatite is what helps prevent cavities on our teeth. Now, the really cool bit about this whole remineralization process is that not only does it help prevent cavities, it also rebuilds the enamel on a microscopic level. So any roughness or any irregularities or imperfections in your enamel, over time, it kind of rebuilds those porous imperfections and smooths out the enamel so that over time, you are less prone to staining. This is a huge win for me because I've noticed that over the years, I've become a lot more prone to staining, especially with my years of using whitening toothpaste before I knew better, as well as braces and Invisalign. All of that stuff just kind of caused my enamel to be super rough with the attachments and everything. So my teeth have been collecting a lot more stain a lot more easily. But with using hydroxyapatite toothpaste over the months and years, I noticed that now I virtually get no stain at all. By the way, if you guys are finding this information helpful so far, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Moving on, all of this is fine and good, but how well does hydroxyapatite compare to fluoride? Well, studies show that they are basically equally effective in terms of preventing cavities or fighting cavities. Technically, fluoride is like a couple of points ahead, but not significantly so. In fact, a couple of things you should know about fluoride. First of all, it is dose dependent, meaning you need to use a specific larger amount for it to actually be effective to help protect against cavities. But there's also a limit to how much you can use because fluoride is a known toxin. So there's only so much fluoride you can use to help protect against cavities. A little side note on that, did you guys know that most, if not all, over-the-counter fluoride toothpastes don't actually have enough fluoride to protect your teeth against cavities? Because fluoride is a known toxin, they don't put as much into the toothpaste so that you don't get poisoned, but there's that downside of it's not very effective. I mean, think about it. How many of you guys have used fluoride toothpaste in the past and still got cavities? So there's that. The other thing too is fluoride is dependent on your saliva to work. So fluoride by itself can't actually protect your teeth against cavities. It needs the calcium and phosphate in your saliva to mix together and form this mineral called fluorapatite, which then acts as a band-aid to patch any demineralized areas from the outside. So this is a big problem if you generally have a drier mouth or don't produce enough saliva. And lastly, fluoride doesn't really rebuild enamel from the inside out like hydroxyapatite does, so it doesn't actually help with any kind of staining. So far you're probably thinking, all right, sounds like hydroxyapatite is better, but if it's better, why aren't the major brands using them? Well, major brands use major products. So hydroxyapatite is still kind of an emerging product, but believe me, the major brands are watching the market, and when there's going to be a high enough demand, whatever those standards are, they're going to jump on that. All right, so at this point, maybe you're thinking, all right, Christina, I'm sold. I want to start using my hydroxyapatite toothpaste. Where do I start? How do I get the most out of my toothpaste? Well, generally speaking, as with any external products and other toothpaste, hydroxyapatite toothpaste only works as long as it's in contact with your teeth. So a general rule of thumb is, floss your teeth, brush, spit, but don't rinse. Personally, I find that kind of disgusting. I mean, if you think about it, you just flossed and brushed your teeth and then you spit most of the stuff out, but then there's still gunk just kind of floating around in your mouth. I say floss, brush, spit and rinse, do all of that, and then come back in with a fresh little bit of toothpaste and rub it around on your teeth, and then go to sleep with it overnight. I actually wear retainers nightly, so what I do is I put a little bit of toothpaste on my teeth and then snap my retainers on to kind of fit over my teeth and leave the toothpaste inside of the retainers. But that's pretty much it, Hydroxyapatite 101. If you guys have any comments or questions, leave them below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Stay tuned for more Hydroxyapatite videos and other dental videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care of your teeth.